Alright, so oh child. Alright, so welcome back to my channel, you guys. I want to go ahead and do a chit chat get ready with me Halloween edition, and I wanted to go ahead and do something very simple for Halloween. I mean, this is as simple as it gets, but it still took me a little bit of time, probably 2 hours to like perfect everything. And it was inspired by this girl right here. I couldn't find her name on Instagram or Pinterest, so if you do know her name, please let me know down below. But I just love the whole idea, and the blood dripping down from the eyes. It's just perfect for me. But yeah, I guess once to go ahead and see how I got this look and see what I've been up to, then go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going for like a Halloween themed look, and first, I'm gonna go ahead and put the picture up here. I think I already did it in my intro of what the makeup is gonna look like, and I couldn't find the girl's name, and I was so upset because I want to give credit where it's due, but y'all can see the picture up there. I'm gonna go ahead and first do my base. I'm gonna use the NARS Radiant Longwear foundation in the shade Marquises. Somebody asked me about this, if this is like a really good foundation, and I highly recommend it because it just looks good on the skin. It's not too matte, it's not too dry. It's like a perfect medium, and it makes your skin look like skin. So yeah, I love it. All right, so what do I want to talk about? First things first, y'all, like, I don't know what it is, but I have been in such a good mood. I hope my lips doesn't look chapped. I hope it's not chapped. But anyways, I have been in such a good mood. I have just been so happy because everything is just like working perfectly how I've always wanted it to. And y'all, like, I don't know what it was, but this past year and a half, like, it's just been a little while for me. But this year, at least now, it's getting a little bit better. And my mood, y'all can just tell, like, I just smile more. I'm just glowing, like, I'm happy. So I just want to let y'all know because life has been crazy, but it's definitely getting a lot better now. So really happy about that. And this foundation low-key looks orange on me now because I'm not as dark as I was in the summer, so it looks a little bit crazy, but I will balance it out a little bit later. Now for concealer, I'm using my Cover FX Power Play Concealer in the shade ND2, and I just did a review of this on my channel, so if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and do, because when it comes to high-end concealer, this is really good. Like, it just blends so well into my skin, and they have so many shades to pick from. You don't have to worry about not finding your shade. It is just freaking amazing, so I really do recommend it. And my foundation kind of matches my skin now, because at first it was looking a little bit crazy, but so far it looks good. Put some on my chin right here. Now when you do go ahead and blend it into the skin, y'all can just tell it blends really nicely, and it kind of reminds me of the Tarte Shade Tape. They're very similar, but this one right here is a little bit more lighter on the skin. The Tarte Shade Tape is very heavy, I feel like sometimes, but this is very light on the skin. But one thing I do want to talk about is the Sephora VIP sale. It is coming up soon, and I have been going ahead and building my cart. So basically I go ahead and look at products I want and put it in my cart, and so far my total is $400, and nobody got that type of money right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait for the sale just to save a little bit of money. But I do want a new face powder, I do want a new bronzer, a lot of skincare. I'm looking into skincare items because I've just become like a skincare junkie at the moment. I'd rather my skin look good, that way my makeup can look just a little bit better on top. And what else do I want? I'm not sure what else I put in there, but it's just mostly face stuff because I really do like to have like a nice base on my skin more than anything else. But just let me know down below what y'all are planning on getting, because I think it's like the first week of November, and then maybe the second week. So like the first week is like VIB Rouge, and then after that it's like VIB Insider or something else. I'm getting confused, but y'all know what I mean. And then I always go back just because this has like a very light coverage, and I just add some more here because I don't want to see my dark circles at all. Just blend it out. Alright, so to set my under eyes, I'm using my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in the shade Kunafa. I mean, I use this basically all the time. And a lot of people are telling me if I still use my Milani powder, which is drugstore, and I still do. It's still a very good powder, but the Huda one is just my favorite at the moment. So I always go ahead and use it. And also, I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm low-key sad that October is coming to an end because I love the fall weather. I love like all the Halloween stuff, like the mazes and scary like rides and all that stuff. That's just it's my thing on the low. And you guys wouldn't expect it from me because I love scary movies. I love being scared. Like this is just like my favorite month ever, and I'm just low-key sad because I've just been having so much fun. I literally went to Scarowinds here in North Carolina, and basically they have like scary rides and all these scary people walking around, and your girl got scared by this big old person. I'll try to put the video somewhere in here, but it legit scared me. And I'm when it comes to rides, like scary rides or just roller coasters in general, I go on there thinking that I'm gonna be fine, right? And then I get on it like, Chi-Chi, why in God's name are you going on this roller coaster? Like, you're about to scream. And when I'm on a roller coaster, y'all, like my mouth is so bad. Like the amount of cuss words that come out my mouth is terrible. And I just apologize to people like in advance, like, y'all, I'm about to curse. It's gonna be bad. Just letting you know. So I thought I was gonna go ahead and bake my face, but I realized since I'm doing all that eye makeup, I really don't need to bake because I just don't feel like I need to. So I'm just gonna press the powder into my skin like I was doing before, and it still gives the same effect, but I noticed with baking I don't get creases underneath my eyes. That's the only difference, but since I'm covering up with makeup, y'all won't even see it at all, so it doesn't really matter. So to set my face, I'm using my MAC Studio Fix powder. Y'all already know how I feel about this, and I do love this powder like I said before, but I feel like I need something a little bit more lighter on my face because this is very full coverage and heavy on the skin. So I've been looking at the Estee Lauder Double Wear powder. Let me know if you tried it because I'm thinking about that one, or the Lancome pressed powder. I'm not sure what it's called, but a lot of good reviews were on the website for those two powders, so I don't know yet. But I still recommend this powder. It's really, really good. It's just a little bit too heavy for my skin. And to bronze my face, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Mahogany bronzer. I love it because it's not too dark or too red. It's very neutral on the skin, but they do need more colors. But have y'all entered the Powerball? Because it's 1.6 billion, and I know without taxes it's like what? Or with taxes, I'm not sure how it works. With taxes or without taxes, it comes down to like 565 million, which is still fine because I mean, it's more than I have in my bank account right now. But I went ahead and bought 2 tickets, so I know the chances are so small, like I probably won't win, but I'm gonna pray and be like, God, like, your girl needs the money, all right? I have bills, gotta pay off my tuition, like, it would really help. But make sure you go out and buy your ticket. By the time y'all see this video, it's probably already like over with, but make sure y'all go buy your ticket because 1.6 billion, that is a lot of money, y'all. Alright, so I went ahead and zoomed you guys in so you can see my eye work, and I just set my eyes with the Makeup Geek Creme Brulee eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go ahead and use a brown in the crease and also a gray shade. Probably this gray shade right here, and then a little bit of this brown right there, just to make the color that I really, really want for the crease. So let me go ahead and get my brush. Probably gonna use my Morphe G17 brush and just mix those two colors together. So what I'm going to do now is to outline the shape of the knife, and I'm using an eyeliner right here, a pointer eyeliner instead, just because it makes it a little bit easier to draw. And I can't talk during this part because I will mess up, so let me go ahead and do that. So y'all can see the line. It's not perfect, but what I'm going to do is clean up the eyeliner just to make it a little bit neater. So I'm using like a white base foundation, and I'm just going to go ahead and clean that line up. So I may go in a little bit later just to clean it all up, but what I'm doing is taking this gray shade right here that I used earlier, and I'm just putting it in this space. That way when I go ahead and add some glitter later, it looks a little bit more darker and more like bold, I think is what I'm trying to say. But I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this area with the gray eyeshadow. So next, I'm taking my NYX liquid crystal liner in the shade Crystal Gunmetal, and what I'm basically just going to do is put it right on top of the shadow, and hopefully it looks more silver and metallic like a knife would. So let me go ahead and place that on there. And then the last part is just to finish off the knife, and then I'll add the blood a little bit later. I'll see how much of a difference that made. It made it just a little bit more, I don't know, it just made it look more like a knife than when I had the black by itself. So I went ahead and put some lashes on. I didn't put heavy lashes because I still want to see the liner, so I went ahead and used the Ardell Wispies. Now for the under part of the eyes, I'm using this red shade from the Huda Beauty Texture Shadows palette, if you can get it out. And I'm using the shade Man Eater right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and smudge it underneath the eyes. So we're looking a little bit bloody, a little bit creepy. I'm here for it. But now I'm taking my Kylie Mary Jo K liquid lipstick, and this is a very nice shade for blood. I feel like it looks more realistic. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the back of my hand first, and then I'm using my e.l.f. let's see, 204 brush. I'm gonna go ahead and try to make like blood drips underneath the eyes. I can't talk during that part, obviously. That way it makes it look like the knife is like bloody and whatnot. Y'all get the point. And then what I'm doing now is adding a little bit of like a lighter foundation inside the blood. That way it kind of stands out a little bit. So I'm taking some on this brush right here and then just adding it right there. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and wing this, but it turned out pretty decent. Now I'm going into blush. I'm mixing MAC Raizin and also MAC Film Noir together just to have like a very reddish dark blush. Let me see how this looks on the face, because with Film Noir you have to be careful because it's very pigmented, but this looked fine. And for highlighter, I'm using the Tarte Cosmetics Spotlight highlighter. I've been using this a lot recently, and I just love the way it looks on my skin because it doesn't sit on top of my skin, kind of just melts into it because it is like a stick highlighter. So I first put it on the back of my hand, and then I'm using my Luxie 660 foundation brush. It's a foundation brush, but I use it for highlight and add a little bit of that right here. And also, one thing I do want to mention is I really want to know what you guys want to see on my channel. I do know you guys love reviews, but at the same time, it gets very expensive. So anything else you guys want to see besides reviews, please let me know, because I am totally up for everything. I kind of want to like change my channel up just a bit and just make it into something that's more exciting for y'all to watch and more like engaging, because I noticed I love talking about makeup, but I want to do like different stuff on my channel. So just let me know down below, y'all, because I am totally up for anything. So this is the completed look. I'm honestly proud of how it turned out, because I was just a little bit nervous. I was like, what if this doesn't go well? Like, what am I gonna do on camera? But it turned out pretty decent. And also, before I do forget, I did go ahead and use the Milani Devotion liquid lipstick on my lips. It's very rich and dark, and it just fits this whole look. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next one.